Hello everyone. I was gonna take today off, but guess what, guys? I'm antsy. I've got things that need to get done, and so I'm gonna get this stuff done. All right. One of the things that I wanted to get done today was to. I'm gonna get my knife out here. Was to get these pork steaks that I have. These were from the food bank, a previous haul, and I am going to make crock pot freezer meals for myself out of these pork steaks, at least 2 of them. And so one of the things that I'm going to do is utilize some of the food bank haul for this week and make a different type of sweet and sour, pork chops. All right, it's going to have a different flavor profile. So let me make sure. All right, we got my cutting board here. Let me get the trash can right underneath here, so you know that the trash can is there, so I'm not throwing things in the floor. I'm actually hitting a trash can. And I'm going to start off with this onion, and we're going to cut the ends off of the onion. Three steaks in one package was too much for me, so I thawed it out. Now I'm going to peel this onion. It'll peel for me. I tried to be lazy today and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. Another thing is that while I'm here, I had a question from a viewer. They asked me if I have a kitchen table, and I do have a kitchen table. If you are that viewer, if you're watching and you're that viewer, I linked in your comment, I linked a video for you to go and watch that I can't display my, I don't want to display my grocery haul the way everyone else does on YouTube. Part of the reason is because I'm not like everyone else, number one. And number two is because, give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. What I was saying is that in the fall, in October, November, and December, I always have my tables set for company, because I never know when I'm going to have company in my house, and it looks pretty. My table looks pretty when it's all set up like a display home with all of the dishes, and it's all the dishes that I use on a daily basis. So my other videos, if you're the person on my other videos, the coffee cup that I'm using right now, that whole plate set is on my kitchen table. It is part of my decorations, a useful decorations I might add, because I use it all the time. Now I'm going to cut these up. Half of this is going to go into one bag, and half of it is going to go into the second bag. Yeah. So I'm going to get this done real quick. And my sinks are clean, by the way. All right. They're always clean. I'm always cleaning them out. So this is one half, and it's going to go into one bag. All right. And then I'm going to do the second half, and it's going to go into the second bag. There we go. Okay. Now, I don't care that these are big chunks. And the reason I don't care is because it's going to go in the slow cooker, so it's going to break down. All right, I don't want little tiny chunks in the slow cooker because it'll disappear and you won't even know you have onions in there. So I want bigger chunks in my slow cooker. All right, so that's done. I have washed this bell pepper. I'm looking for a tag to make sure. And so this is the bell pepper that we got from the food bank this week. And so I am going to take the core out. And the bottom one, because we are not going to waste that bottom. And so now most of the seeds are out. Okay. And okay. And so this is one. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm dividing it up. Okay. So half of it is going to go into one bag and half in the other. My future self is going to thank me for taking these steps. When I first started these videos, that's what I was doing, as I was using up my previous food bank haul meals that I had made, and that's what y'all were seeing. And so I just decided to start filming what I was doing in the kitchen. That's how my YouTube channel started. So now we have onions and half an onion, half a bell pepper in each bag. Now, if you are diabetic, I do not recommend this, all right, because of one of the steps that I'm going to show you. Diabetics should not be eating this. So, I'm not a diabetic. Matter of fact, I don't have any health issues, really. I'm real lucky that way. And so, most everything I can eat. I do have a slight high blood pressure issue, so I do take a little high blood pressure medicine, but which means that I can't have things like grapefruit and a couple of other things that I can't have. So dandelion tea, I can't have that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take remember the oranges that we got from the food bank? I am going to take them, and two of them I am going to peel. These are seedless, by the way, which makes it nice for this particular dish. Now, one of the steps that I would have done here is I would have zested these oranges and put the zest in here as well, but I can't find my zester. I don't know where it's at. So we're going to go with the oranges. All right. So here we go. Oranges. And now I'm going to go in take all right, I'm not going to do that. I don't mind this, okay? I don't mind it at all, okay? If I was doing this for a restaurant or something like that, then I would have peeled it, okay? Like restaurants do. But I am not like that. But what I am going to do is you take it and cut it in half. And you cut it in quarters. And then you dice it like this. And put this in the bag. And I want the whole orange in there. And this is kind of like, you know, you would get at a restaurant like an orange chicken style kind of. But I'm using pork chop instead. So each one of these bags is going to get one orange. Now, I'm not following a recipe. I was not given a recipe. This is something I'm making up on the fly using food bank things that I need. I'm going to set this over here because I want to make sure that my juice isn't going to go everywhere. So I am going to rinse this off and prevent a mess. Okay, it's rinsed off. And now I'm going to cut the top off of this, cut the bottom off of this. And I'm going to show you guys that I can do restaurant style orange because I actually used to do this in a restaurant. Cut oranges up, that is. I worked in the salad bar. And so this is one of the things I used to do. I've done a lot of jobs in my years. This was one of them. See, I can do it. Okay. Then we're going to cut it. We're going to cut this in 4 pieces. Well, this one in 3. Okay. And then like this. And put it in the bag. I didn't think about something. I could have dumped that juice right into the bag. I did not think about that. So this juice is going to go in the bag because it's actually going to, I am going to put juice in these bags. So why not just use the orange juice that comes right out of the orange? See that? I made a mess. Oh, Lord. That's what I was trying to prevent. Okay. All right, so we got that. Now, I'll put that off to the side. I'm going to rinse this off and get it out of the way. Go. And now we have these 2 bags with 1 pork steak in it. We've got half onion, half a bell pepper, and 1 orange in it. The next thing I'm going to do is remember the glaze from the ham. I'm going to use it in here. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't waste things. And so this glaze, I did not want it in the ham because I was making something that was savory with the ham. I was doing a soup. But in this instance, this glaze, I saved it specifically to do some glazed pork chops with. And There we go. Each pork chop bag is going to get one. I had 2 of these, and so I'm going to use them up. Okay. And so the glaze is going to go in this one. It smells good. Okay. There we go. Now the glaze is in those. Rinse my hands again. And let me see how many lemons I have left from that grocery haul. Let's see. Because I've been going through those lemons. So let's see if I have any left. I do. I have 2 left, looks like. So. I have 2 of the lemons left. So I guess you know what I'm going to do with these 2 lemons. Okay. I am going to this is how I'm going to do it. Do it the old way I used to do it all the time. You fold these bag tops over like this, and then I'm going to put my hand in there and catch the seeds while the lemon juice goes between my fingers. Okay. And then once I feel that it's not dripping anymore, the seeds go in the trash along with that spent lemon, half lemon. And we're going to do the same thing with the other half. I felt a seed go in there. I'm going to have to go dish it out. Let that lemon juice go. Where's that seed? There it is, right there. Fish it out. There it is. Okay. That's one. Let's get this one over here and do the same thing. Hold it open like that. Same thing. I'm going to put my hand in there like this. I feel that seed going through. This takes time. This method takes time. But I'm going to tell you something. It's so worth it. You get more juice. At least in my experience, let's put it this way. In my experience, I get more juice out of a lemon by hand squeezing it than by using my lemon squeezers, because I got 2 of them. And so I hand squeeze my lemons. And the only time that this is a bad idea is when you have a cut on your finger. Because that lemon juice, it burns. Okay? Okay, so now, let's 3 packs that I've used up in the food bank. I've used up 2 pork chops, 2 pork steaks. I've used up 2 oranges. I've used up a bell pepper. That's what I've used up from the food bank. The glaze came from a ham that I bought, but I didn't need the glaze for the ham, but I saved it, did not waste it. And now it is going to go in for my orange. I'm calling it brown sugar orange pork steaks. That's what I'm calling this recipe. Okay? Created on the fly. Now, I could add salt and pepper in here if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that until I get ready to put it in the slow cooker. Okay? And the reason is because I do have family members that are on low sodium diets. So if I cook this and they're here, then I'm going to change how much sodium I put in it than if I was cooking it, just cooking it out. Okay? So that takes care of the two of the pork steaks. The third one I'm going to put into a bag and I'm going to cook with it tomorrow. I have a recipe to use that one up tomorrow. You guys be blessed, because I know I am.